Friends, today we'll talk about WDS. The full form of WDS is Wireless Distribution System. WDS is a system that enables the wireless interconnection of access point in a network. Through this WDS, we can establish a strong internet connection, or not only internet connection, we can create wireless LAN also. What is the use of WDS? WDS simplifies network management by incorporating multiple access points into the same logical network through the bridge connection. Actually, WDS creating connection in between a AP and another router, and in some cases we have seen that our two access point or two network are in different position. That means there may be some barrier, there may be some roadways or some barrier where we cannot use any cable connection. In that case, we are using WDS system so that we can establish strong connection without any interruption or without any cable. So in that case, we are using WDS system, that means wireless bridging. We can establish a connection, but we don't need any kind of wire. Now you want to establish connection in between two places, but as there is a roadway, you cannot use any kind of wire. In that case, we can use this WDS. It is very helpful and very useful too. You need two router, or you need one access point, another router. And first time what you will do, you just log into the router as an administrator. Say for example, our router IP 192.168.0.1. This is your router IP. Just enter in this URL. Just enter the username and password to log into the router. Once you log into the router setting. In this router setting, you can find many more settings. In between these, I want to mention that local network and the router that should be in the same IP or subnet mask. That means if your router IP is 192.168.0.1, then your another network where you are using LAN or any switch or anything, here also you have to use the same subnet and same class of IP, that means 192.168.0.11255. In this demonstration, I am using 300 Mbps router to demonstrate the WDS. Go to the left side where you can see wireless. Many options are there, but out of which you need to select wireless. And on screen you can see that the WDS status is disabled. By default, WDS will be disabled because until unless you configure your router, it cannot connect with any other APs through this wireless bridging. So by default, it will be disabled mode. Now you can see on screen, I can show you that dashboard of this router where you can see this WDS status is disabled currently. Let's go to wireless. Just click on wireless. You can see this new window here. Be careful before using this wireless. 2 to 3 things I want to remind you. Before using this WDS, this is very important and this is compulsory. First thing, the router must enable wireless, that means wireless radio. Second, the mode will be in mixed mode, that means 11 BGN mixed mode. And the channel, it cannot be in auto. Once you want to connect with any other access point, you have to set the same access point or same channel along with channel width so that you can stay in the same network or in same channel. If you select any different channel, then you cannot connect through WDS. So make sure before configuring your router, make sure that your router wireless is services, that means wireless radio is enabled. Mode status will be in mixed mode, that means 11 BGN. And the channel will be the same channel, because if you set any other channel or in auto mode, you cannot connect through WDS. Next is channel width. It is not compulsory to use that particular frequency, that means 20 or 40 megahertz, but you can select auto. But I will recommend use the same channel width so that the communication will be faster and secure and more reliable. Now click on enable WDS, just tick on. Once you click on enable WDS, you can see the another 2 to 3 field. First one is SSID. In this SSID, you can enter it manually if you know the SSID. Below this field, you have to write the MAC ID of that same AP. That means in SSID field, you need to write the AP's name, AP's name may be ABCD, then you should write ABCD manually. This is manually you can write. And there is another thing. You can, if you know the AP and his MAC ID, then only you can do this. Otherwise, you can do another thing. Other options are there, and that is very easy. If you know the AP and the MAC ID, you can write it manually. But if you select from the list, then that will be more accurate. So for that purpose, you just click on scan button. Once you click on scan button, then you can see within 3 to 5 seconds list of APs will come. And not only the list of APs, here you can find the serial number, AP's name, MAC ID, and their channel name with everything along with their name. But you can't see the password because it is locked and it is secured by WPA2 security. So as it is not a open AP, so you can connect directly. At first you need to know the password, and that means the security key, then only you can connect it. That means first part is over. The SSID means that you can select it from the scan option, that means from the list of APs, or you can enter it manually. Next is BSS ID. As I told you that BSS ID means MAC ID of that AP. And this is also, once you use this scan option, and if you choose the AP from the list of APs which is coming as a result, then MAC ID and the AP name will be pasted and it will come automatically. Key type. Here key type means what kind of security you are using in AP. Say for example WPA, WPA2 or WPA Enterprise, WPA Personal. You just choose that one. Select that one. And next, if it is open system, then you don't need to enter the password. But once you select that it is secured by WPA2 security or any other security, then you must enter the password. And just the last field is password for password. Once you select any other security options, that means the key type, then the password field will be enabled, and you need to enter manually that password because you cannot select it from the list of APs. Once you enter the password and all fields are filled properly, then click on save. After saving this data, your router will try to connect with that AP through this credential. And after that, once it is successful, then you just go to the status of this router in this, and the dashboard will show you that it is connected. And in this router, in TP-Link router, it will never show you that it is connected. It will show you run, RUN. The present status was WDS status, that was disabled. Once you save and if you connect it through the AP, then the status will be run. That means it is connected through the wireless bridging system. Now, that AP and your router, both are connected and it was in the same network. If you want to use or you share internet connection or any other data, you can do that. And if you want to use the WDS, that means wireless bridging only for the LAN purpose, that also you can do. But make sure that the signal strength must be more than 80% to transfer data, because in case of LAN connection you need to transfer many more files. So network capability, network signal must be higher than 80%. This is all about the WDS, and through this WDS you can share internet connection, you can share a file, and you can use as a FTP server also. This is basically to overcome the barrier in between two network. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to like this video, please subscribe and share with your friend, and don't forget to press the bell button. Thank you.